Hi friends. So today we are going to learn how to install VMware EXI host on VMware workstation. So in this video I'm going to use that version EXI host version 6.7. Okay, so before we are going to install the EXI host, you have to do two things. You have to download EXI host ISO image file on our VMware workstation. So and go to the VMware website, you log in register with your mail ID, and then you can download the both software from the VMware side. So that one is the trial version. Okay, so in my case I have already downloaded the both software and I have also installed VMware workstation in my system. Okay, so let me open this one. Yes, so once you install the workstation and once you open that one, then page look like this. Okay, so now here option is a create a new virtual machine. Click on this one, click next. Here you have to select the ISO image, which one you downloaded from the VMware site. So this is, in my case, this is my ISO image I have downloaded in my download directory. Select and then click on the open button, and now click on the next. Here you have to select your VMware EXI like version. So in my case I have a 6.7, so I'm going to select 6.x here. Okay, and then click next. Here you have to give the path where you want to save that virtual machine information. Okay, so by default I'm not going to touch anything here. By default path it will take. Okay, click next. Here it's asking the storage, so I'm going to assign 70 GB here, and here you can see two options here. So one is it's telling a store virtual disk as a single file, and second is it's telling a split virtual disk into the multiple file. So it means, like if you select the first one, store virtual disk as a single file, it means all the virtual disk file information will be stored in a one file. So it will create only one file, and all the information will be stored in that file. If you selecting this split virtual disk into the multiple file, it means it will create the multiple file as per the timestamp. Okay, and like if suppose that means, like if you want to recover from the like 2 days back data also, you can do you can do that way. You can do. Now click on the next. Here it's whatever the information we pass, that information it's showing here. If you still by mistakenly if you give some wrong information, then you click on the back and then correct it. In my condition all information is correct. So let me now go to the customize hardware. So here suppose if you increase the memory, you can increase the memory from here. Number of CPU, if you want to increase, you can increase the CPU. So I'm going to give 4 CPU here. Now close this one and then click on the finish button. Now you can see your VMware EXI host is ready. You can see here. Now let me start this one. So you click on the power on this virtual machine. Okay, now let me close this one. This is a VMware tool update information. Okay, so now you can see it's a loading. So it will take few minutes to load all the file related file. So it will take few minutes. And so I will also upload another video like how to create VM on EXI host, so and how to upload ISO image So I will upload another video for particular subject. Okay. Okay, so that now loaded. Now shutting down the that service. Now you can see here. Now it will initialize the kernel and related file. So now you can see kernel loaded successfully. So now all the configuration related file, it will load one by one. Now you can also see it's showing what information we pass, 4 GB memory, right? And you can see in this system like which processor. So you can see that code i5. You can see here that information is also coming, and the clock speed also it's showing like CPU like 1.6 gigahertz. So all the information it's showing here. So this is a very easy, like install EXA host on your workstation in your laptop. If you want to learning purpose, do this one. I suggest you go and download and you start this one. So in my video, I'm going to show you step by steps. So like very easily you can understand. So okay, so now loaded the file successfully. Now you can see it's a welcome screen come here, and now it's asking welcome to the VMware EXSI 6.7 installation. It's asking, do you want like a continue, then press enter, and if you want to cancel, then press escape button. Yes, so in my condition I want to continue, I'm going to hit enter in my keyboard. Yeah, now here you have to accept a license, that's some agreement, every software have some term and condition that you have to accept. So before you going to accept, you go and read that term and condition. Okay, so I already read that one. So now let me, it's telling if you want to accept, then press F11. Okay, so I'm going to press F11 in my keyboard. Okay, now now here you can see disk information is showing. See, in my case I have only assigned one disk, that is 70 GB. So easily I can identify, yeah, that this is my disk. But if you are working in any organization, there are multiple disks, it will be so, right? So once you selecting that disk, so you select, be careful that disk, because in next step that will be going to format that disk, going to the format I will show you. Okay, so I already that disk is selected. Let me press enter to continue. Now asking that select the keyboard. So US default, by default I'm going to select that one only. Now here asking the root password. So you have to assign root password, because and this password also like you have to use when you use that that EXA host as a web URL. So that time it will ask the username and password. So you have to give this both like as a root. Like suppose we don't have any user as of now, right? So we can log in with the root account. So remember this password. Okay, let me continue. Now it's telling the confirmation, asking the installation confirmation to install configure to install EXI 6.7 on this device. This is the device name MPX. Warning, you can see warning, this disk will be going to means formatted, so that all the data it will be lost, if so that's why I told you, when you selecting the disk, that time be careful, like which disk you going to install or upgrade. Okay, now let me accept this one. So it's F11 to install. Okay, now you can see installing process is started. Now it's 9% completed, so it will take few minutes to complete this process. Okay, so we need to wait, maybe within 1 minute it will complete. So for disk part, if you learning purpose, if you using in a laptop, then like only one disk maybe it will be so that is very easy to identify. But yeah, when you working in an organization, and there are multiple disks are there, right? So like when you selecting a disk, that we we select it carefully, because when you're going to install, it's that time it will be wipe out all the data, old data, means it's going to format, right? So it will remove all the data. So that's why when you're selecting a disk, be careful. Now 86% is completed. Yeah. Yes. Now you can see installation completed successfully. So now it's asking enter to reboot. So I'm going to enter the reboot this host. It's rebooting. It will take time. If you compare to your OS, like if you you creating any VM with an OS, so that will be rebooting quickly, but it's taking little more time. Now you can say that rebooted, now loading the file again, that initializing now. It will take few minutes, because again they have to upload all the related files, configuration related files. So it's I can say it's a very easy to install, so please watch this video, so you can easily you can understand how to create that exe host on your on laptop, work through the VMware workstation. Yes, now almost done. Services started, ams.sh, that is fine, starting correctly. Yeah. Now you can see, now it's a host is ready to use. So now you can see, to manage this host, go to this URL. So now, as of now, this is a DHCP, like IP is not a static. First let me log into this IP, and then I will also show you how to assign a static IP. So let me log into this IP, 192.168 and 159.131. I think that is the IP. Yes, 192, 168, 159, 131. Okay, so let me open this IP. Yes, now you go to the advanced. Now go to the process. Yes, now you can see this URL is coming. Here you give your root credential, that password I told you, right? So use that password here. Yes, now you can see, cool, it's ready to use, that your EXE host, EXS host. So so first let me show you how to assign a static IP. Okay, so because this is the DHCP IP as of now. So let me go to the here in this server. Okay, so it's telling option F12 to customize, sorry, F2. So let me select the F2 in my keyboard. Now here it is asking the root password. Let me give the root password here. Yeah. So here you have to select this network management, configure management network option. Okay. So press here enter. Now go to the IPv4 configuration. Again press enter. Now here you can see it's a, as of now it's a using a dynamic IP. So I have to assign a static IP. So what you have to do, you have to select set static IPv4. So in press escape space button in your keyboard, so it will be select. Now you can see it's selected. Now here in go to assign your static IP. So I am going to here use that 192, 168, 159 and 30. Okay. Subnet is fine. Subnet mask is fine. Gateway is also okay. So now press here enter. Now go to the DNS configuration. Again you press enter, and here you have to use the second option. Use the following DNS. Then again a space button in your keyboard, and then again you press enter. Yeah. Now what you have to do? Now you have to come out from this window. Press escape button. It's asking, do you want to like what you change that you want to save? Yes. Yeah. Now again you have to escape button from the logout, this window. Now we log out. Now what you have to do? You have to restart this exe host. Sorry. Yeah, we restarted. Again it will take 2 3 minutes. If you refresh this page, then it will not work because we changed the IP, right? So you can see now this site cannot be reached. So we have to open 192, 168, 159, 30. This is IP, right? Still that loading. Let's see that script completed or SVC script. Yeah, AMWSH. Let's see this script is completed. Yeah, it's a completed. Yeah, now you can see that IP. So now you can see its IP is static. Oh, okay, something goes wrong because it's not reflected. We didn't save a what. Let me go to the again. 1 second. Root. Net configure manager network IPv4. Oh, I think we not save correctly, so that's why. So let me do one more time. That's fine. Press enter. Go to the DNS. Yeah, that's also okay. Now hit enter. Now escape. Yes. Apply change and restart manager network. Yes. Okay. Yeah, now you can see that IP is reflecting. Now log out. Now now let me see. Okay, need to restart the machine. Sorry. Restart the guest. Yes, now you can see that a static IP is assigned. So let me log into the with hashtag. Yeah, now you can see 130 is working now. 131 is not working. That this page is not cannot be reached. Okay, now let me process this one and process this one. Give your root credential here. Yes, now it's a, you can see it's a working. So now it's a ready. So this is the way you can install your EXI host on your VMware workstation. I hope you like this video. So please subscribe my channel, comment and share it. I will come with another video how to create a virtual machine on a particular EXI host and how to upload a ISO image. Okay, so I will come in that video with soon. Okay, so thanks for watching. Have a good day.